All right, kicking off day 5. Yeah, there's not going to be any poker today, but I am about to go to Starbucks and eat a breakfast sandwich. Interesting about the sandwich though, it's all day breakfast. It doesn't mean they don't run out. So if they have a breakfast sandwich at 9:15 p.m., they'll serve it to you, but they might not still be in stock. And that could be a small problem because it's kind of late in the day. It's after 4:30. I don't know, it might be after 5. I don't know if they have all these breakfast things this late in the day. And the other sandwiches are all a little more. I'm not quite sure if I have the comps. This one is $7.65, the one I had on day 2, the sausage, egg, and cheese on the English muffin. Some of the others are like in the mid to high 8s. I think I have $7.91 officially, plus a few minutes where I have been clocked into Bravo, although away from the table, which does count. I am in accruing time, accruing comps, but we'll see. Ideally, I get that sandwich, and then after I go there, I'm gonna go to a store leaning towards chips and salsa, maybe call an audible, but have something ready in the room to eat at like 1:03, and that's about it. I promised you those 4 restaurants that the couple, I think they were from, I think Kentucky. I think Kentucky. I thought the guy, or I think the woman was from Kentucky and the guy originally was from Texas. I'm not sure where they live now, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right. Those 4 restaurants that they were putting in order, they were saying like the guy lost a hand and said, I think we're only gonna have money for McDonald's today, and then he won a hand, and he said, I think now we have enough money for Chick-fil-A, and then he won another hand, and he said, wait, no, Taco Bell. Taco Bell was their first one. This is their order. At first it was Taco Bell. When he lost a hand, he said, I'm only gonna have enough money for Taco Bell. And then he won a hand, and he said, oh, I think now we can go to Chick-fil-A. And because you know, there's one outside on the sidewalk, right, like kind of attached to Planet Hollywood. And then he said he won another hand, and he said, oh, I think at this point we could afford McDonald's. And then like the woman won a big hand, and I said, like, where are you guys going now? What's the next restaurant on the list? And she said Olive Garden. And I'm like, is that, are we getting better or are we getting worse? I'm not sure I would put Olive Garden at the top of that list. I understand it's probably the most expensive and it's the only one of the 4 with waiters. I'm not sure it's like the best quality. I actually had a lot of trouble picking my top one, but that was their order. Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Olive Garden. I think I would have to go like McDonald's first. I'm not thrilled about it. This is not an easy decision. I think I would go McDonald's first, and then begrudgingly Olive Garden, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. Although in full disclosure, I was only in Chick-fil-A once. It was okay. I wanted to try it. I thought it was an incredibly outrageous price for like one small chicken sandwich. I don't have a lot of experience in there though. The other places I've been to, Olive Garden not a ton. The other 2 places I've been to a lot. So yeah, that's my order. And yeah, so didn't quite agree with them, mostly on the fact that Olive Garden is the top of that list. And I think a lot of Italian people would be quite mad if Olive Garden made the top of that list also. All right, as I wait for this light to change, bad mistake I made yesterday with the buffet. I'm kicking myself over this. I should have brought my lunchbox up to my room in Excalibur, brought a Tupperware up there, and at the buffet gotten something in the box to go that I don't mind having cold and not being reheated, because I don't have a way to reheat something. But like, I don't like rice cooked, refrigerated, then reheated, but like chicken, like in the carving area, a lot of people don't know this. There are usually ham and turkey and some kind of red meat that you need an employee to cut, but there's also usually a bowl of like pieces of chicken, like baked chicken. I could have got a few pieces of chicken, brought them back, put them in Tupperware, put the Tupperware in my lunchbox, went down the hallway to the ice machine, filled the lunchbox with ice, and then today, when I woke up, had some chicken to eat in the room, and I didn't do that. Bad mistake. I mean, I'm gonna make it anyway, but still a bad mistake. I'm not happy that I didn't think of that until afterwards. So, should have done that. If you're in the same situation, feel free to do that, learn from my mistakes, and when this light that takes forever finally changes, go across the street, head over to Caesars, have that breakfast sandwich, if they have it in stock. $7.65. Didn't get a receipt, saw it on the register. It was $7.65. The woman behind the register commented on my Rocco's hat, and I said, "Are you a die-hard fan? Do you remember what animal Rocco is?" And she said, "Yeah, I remember. I was born in '86, 80s baby. I remember." She never said, so I have no idea if she actually knows or not, but whatever. You know what's intriguing? There is a chicken, maple butter, and egg sandwich in there. Kind of sad I didn't quite have the scratch for it. I needed like 40 more cents, so couldn't get it. I'll try it one day eventually, but couldn't get it during the challenge. It does sound good. I don't know how it tastes, but I'm gonna eat this and then gonna head somewhere else. Sandwich, voucher, Perrier. This is gonna be quick. It's not much. Delicious. By the way, I realized I could have just sat in Caesars for, you know, like 15 minutes. I would have gotten 50 cents in comps out of that and then went. Didn't want to like mess up the flow of a table by sitting for 15 minutes just for that purpose. Also, don't really feel like playing today. Also, I have somewhere to be pretty soon, so didn't really have the time for it. But remind me, when I do try that chicken maple butter egg sandwich, I'll let you know how it is. I don't know how the butter's incorporated. I don't imagine there's like a disc of butter, and it's a pre-made thing. So I don't think like, if it were made to order in like a diner, I could see them like toasting the bread in maple butter or like cooking the eggs in maple butter. I think all this stuff is pre-cooked and pre-packaged. So I don't know where the butter comes into play, but whatever. In theory, I'm very intrigued by that sandwich. All right, as long as I'm in the area, I'm gonna see what's going on with Canseco's gas station. So I heard he sold it. People told me in the comments of videos, and if you're new to the channel, this is my favorite gas station of all time. Jose Canseco's gas station on the corner of Tropicana and Jones, not far from Orleans. And first I started coming here because it had the lowest prices. It said that on a sign, and it was often true. I think one time it wasn't. Down the street had a lower price. But there are so many cardboard cutouts on the inside of Canseco and so much Jose Canseco memorabilia, and I'm not even like a fan of his, but it's just awesome that like it's more a place to go if you want signed baseballs from Canseco than a place to get gas. So I came here all the time. Also very good location. And yeah, it was sold last time, like none of the pumps were working, but now there's lights on. You see the price for gas. It actually says something. It was just blank last time. There are some shady characters around, so it feels like, you know, the classic Canseco atmosphere. So I'm gonna go in and I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna see who owns it and what's going on. A lot of the pumps don't work. I mean, that's typical, but I don't know. We'll see what's going on. All right, so the guy working in there seemed to be very annoyed that I was asking and wanted me to leave like as soon as possible. He said he had no idea who owns it, if Canseco's involved in the lease or not. But it's opening. It's open, it's operating. He's in there, he's working. Another customer was in there. He told me, call Canseco if I really want to know. Classic employee of Canseco's. I don't have Canseco's number, or I would. I don't know, it's operating though. Like at least one of the pumps, actually at least I saw 2 pumps that were working. A lot of pumps aren't. A few more than normal have like that yellow like caution tape around them. They're not operating, but on the inside, like everything, the lights were on. There was still all that Canseco stuff around. So I don't know. I don't have an answer. Classic Canseco's. All right, it's like 12:49, so in like 13 minutes or so, lucky 13, I can eat. Starting to get things ready. Gatorade, another Gatorade. You know why that's half a Gatorade? Because I drank half the night before this challenge started, and then I thought, I was like kind of forgetting I had the challenge that was about to start, and I was like, oh, I'll leave half a Gatorade in my car and I'll drink it tomorrow. And then I was like, nope, only water via my vouchers. So still have that. And by the way, you won't perish if you drink Gatorade that's been at room temperature for a few days. It's fine. Cheez-Its that I got when I checked in at Excalibur. They have a few snacks behind the desk. And the main course here, crackers, cream cheese is in a bag of ice in the bathroom, and this is, I don't know if I'm going to go through 1 or 2, but I'm ready. Salmon. The same thing I had in Cozad, Nebraska on the drive back to New York at the end of last year. Crackers with cream cheese on them, so much better than mayo. Crackers with cream cheese and salmon. And yeah, in a minute or so, I will show you the time on my laptop and prove that it is 1:02 and it was a successful challenge. And then I'm gonna eat. All right, it's 1:04. I'm watching Trooper videos and just prepared my first 12 crackers with cream cheese and salmon. So, successful challenge. I am gonna eat this and I'll see everyone tomorrow.
It's the Trooper. Today is Friday. So let me ask you guys a question. Do any of you out there, anybody who's watching this video, do any of you